being one with the universal consciousness, Brahman?
Yes, they would. They would. I firmly believe that in every tradition, great saints, enlightened beings have come. And as Hindus, we believe that. We are not narrow or fanatical. So yes, in every tradition, there have been enlightened people. Then why are there so many expressions? Some are dualistic, then some speak the language of bhakti, others speak the language of yoga, or in Jainism in different aspect, Buddhism in different aspect. So one unique thing about Sri Ramakrishna was that he said, as many faiths, so many paths. That which we are approaching is infinite, is beyond all language, beyond conception. When you try to bring it within language and conception, you will get different paths, especially also depending on our cultural conditioning. So after doing sadhana, if my cultural conditioning is of a Christian or of a Vaishnava, after doing sadhana, I get some experience. And then I say, I have experienced Narayana, or I have experienced the Christ. It's my culture. What the mind is soaked in, that will come through in the moment of realization. So Ramakrishna used to see, he at that time he saw this photography for the first time. So he was told that this plate is there, then this, I think, silver nitrate is put on it, and the light streams through it, and a shape is captured on it. He liked it. He gave this example later on. He says that masala, that silver nitrate, that is like the masala of bhakti. If you soak your mind in it, then your realization will be in the form of your chosen deity, of your ideal. But if it is not soaked in that masala, in that silver nitrate, it's just plain glass, then only radiant light will stream through it. No form will be left on it. So one is a dualistic bhakti type of realization. The other one is a non-dualistic realization of myself as that formless, as that infinite existence consciousness place. The basic idea is, because the reality is infinite, when you approach it in different ways, you will get different experiences and different models of it, paradigms of it. And that explains various paths which have come throughout history. So that way, as Hindus, we can appreciate the enormous variety in our own religion, and also appreciate other religions also, more than they can in their own way.
Yeah.
Now, you might say at this point, if that is so, then why are you insisting on Advaita? Swami Vivekananda made it a point. When he came to this country, he said, it is there, in fact, we must insist on Advaita. First of all, it is the only thing which is acceptable to a rational person in the modern age. Vivekananda, 100 years ago, he said, more than 100 years ago. Today, if you're going to apply the criterion of reason, of skepticism, of logic, and apply it to religion, others will fall like dominoes. It is Advaita alone which can withstand the storm. Sam Harris, we talked about Sam Harris.
Yes.
In his book, Waking Up, he says, he completely dismisses all religion as nonsense, as superstitious nonsense. As something old tribal superstition which we need not believe in now. And then he says, but there are these two traditions, Madhyamaka Buddhism of Tibetan Buddhism and Advaita Vedanta in Hinduism, which have a core of truth. In that also, he does not accept everything. They have a core of truth which cannot be dismissed. Nobody can dismiss this. He himself practiced also, and he felt the reality of it. Logically, you cannot dismiss. And today, with David Chalmers, The Hard Problem of Consciousness, it is leading that way. Leading Western thinkers who have no commitment to Eastern religion. They are not talking about consciousness as a fundamental reality of the universe. Look it up, Hard Problem of Consciousness, panpsychism, huge debate is going on. Materialists, reductionists are furious. They don't want to accept it. But now these people are saying that there is no other way. You must accept consciousness as a fundamental reality of the universe. Somebody said to me, Swami, you are saying that they are accepting this, but they are saying material universe is real, and one more fundamental reality has to be added to it, which is called consciousness. So very good. You know what this is? 5,000 years ago, the sage Kapila in India said, consciousness and matter are the two realities, Prakriti and Purusha. Today, It is not Kapila, maybe Chalmers may be avatar of Kapila or something. He's saying the same thing basically, exactly same thing, 5,000 years afterwards.
Yes.
That is a step forward. I had a dialogue with Deepak Chopra. So in that dialogue, he said, before that, he was saying, Swamiji, these people are stealing our ideas and they're not giving credit to us. I said, let it be. If David Chalmers and others, they talk about it coming entirely from a Western perspective, without any kind of Eastern background, then it makes them more acceptable. If they say, I've got this idea from Buddhism, I've got this idea from Vedanta, people will dismiss. It's some kind of religion. But you're saying, I've got this idea entirely from logic, from thinking. We cannot reconcile the first person experience with neuroscience. Then the consciousness must be a reality in itself. We must think of something new. He says, I have these crazy ideas to give, that consciousness is a fundamental reality of the universe. Then see how many papers are being written, how tempers are flaring all over. If you had just said it is a Buddhist idea, they will say, oh, very good, cute, fine, finished.
And just wanted to compliment you, Swamiji, that you are Gnani and you have clarified so many questions that came to mind in Vedanta. I personally see you as Vivekananda of our times. Indeed, and we are fortunate to have you. So I had a question, it's like a question that I always had in my mind, but afraid to ask. How about in terms of your spiritual growth, have you received enlightenment? Have you awakened? Sorry if I'm asking respectfully.
That's something I will never tell you.
Okay.
No, it does not matter. It's something that we will all attain. In fact, one professor in Harvard, he said to me, very brilliant man, one of the most brilliant men I've met. He said to me, you might not think that at Harvard University, professors sitting around and talking about enlightenment. They are. There are in philosophy department, very interesting discussions are going on. So one professor said, how many people attain enlightenment? Practically speaking, in this lifetime, how many people will attain enlightenment? Very few, statistically very few. So why should one try for enlightenment? I gave two standard answers. He gave me a third one, very beautiful answer. I will share those answers with you. The answers I gave to that professor were, one, we will all get enlightenment. You are Brahman. This clarity is there. Even if you're Buddhist, you believe that you have the Buddha nature within you. So what can prevent you from realizing what you are, which is always present within you? Error, ajnana is nothing compared to the glory which is within you. It will shine forth. It is already shining forth. It will shine forth. The washerman will very soon realize it's a diamond. That's one answer. We will all realize, but it may take time. You can take your own time. It may take lifetimes. Second, once you have appreciated this and also seen a little bit of life, what else will you do except for seek enlightenment? The only valuable thing in life is spiritual pursuit. I'm not saying you have to be Advaita. You can be a devotee, you can be a Buddhist, whatever. But sincere spiritual quest is the most serious thing one can do in life. It's the most valuable thing one can do. More and more you pursue. See, at the end of life, people always say, my most valuable thing is my Ram Naam, is my study of Gita or Upanishad. Most valuable thing. Nothing else in life. My education, career, achievements, family, they all come and gone. And now I am alone with this reality. It's the most profound thing in life. What else will you do? Second, so therefore you must pursue enlightenment. And the professor said, see, those are good answers, but they're little theoretical. I will give you a practical answer. He gave a very beautiful answer, which I share with everybody. He said, the reason you need to seek enlightenment is this. As we proceed on the spiritual path, any religion, any kind of practice, seriously proceed on that. The day-to-day benefits which come to you, peace of mind, meaningfulness in life, strength, guidance in life, the blessings which come to you, they are so great. And as we go through life, they are so valuable. That is enough. Enlightenment, when it will come, we will see. But it is giving so much benefit to me day to day that I will follow this. This I will not give up. I said, that's a very good, really good answer. And actually most people, we all follow it because of that third answer, not the first two. It's interesting. To the Harvard professor, I am a monk. I gave theoretical answers and he gave me a practical answer. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.